You're in reality.
I am.
May the enlightened bless you.
You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining. The animals appear to be crazy.
We're actually here to help.
Are you the backup? I must admit I was praying for more. We're under attack every night. At this rate, we won't.
Don't worry. We will.
You still have some time to prepare.
All right. Let's.
Ready, weapons? There they are! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Do not lay down your arms. There are others. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. succeeded! Bravo, soldiers! We have resisted. Thank you, Excellency. I do not know what would have happened had you not helped us. My troops and I owe you a hearty drink. Thanks for If it weren't for you, the outpost...
If these attacks are always this violent, even with our... We must uncover the origin of these...
I've thought about it, and I sent a few men 2 days ago. And first and foremost, why they are... But I haven't heard from them since.
Could you at least tell me which way they went?
They followed a trail going north of a place the natives...
Thank you, officer.
You be careful.
Vedlug is very close. We are in Daedra's territory. You know what she thinks of Bir and Aigse. I hope she isn't behind those attacks.
If we want to follow the tracks of those soldiers, my child, I think we should go to the northeast.
Protect me in this battle!
This man will die if we don't do something about it.
What happened? You said thank you.
Your officer sent us. He told us that you were looking for...
And we found it. We followed the... You'll find raised stones there. There was a creature there. That's what must have been attracting the animal. It prevailed. All our flesh...
And you were right.
We took some notes, and it may be of use to you. May the enlightened protect me in the battle. Shadow engulf our enemies!
It was this creature who was leading the animals. It looks like a guardian, but its skin is strange, covered with ulcers, as if it was sick. That could explain its change in behavior, but not the intelligence with which these attacks were led. Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet. You are back. Once again, your help was a...
There were some losses, but the outpost is still standing. The officer sent out a small party hoping that they would be able to solve the problem.
Now that's a resourceful man.
His men died, alas. But following their tracks led me to the creature who was leading. It resembled a Nardaig Menaemon, a mountain guardian. But it seemed like it was sick. Its skin was covered in stains and ulcers, and its behavior was different from...
Where could it have come from? And why did it send all...
I don't know, but someone must be behind all this. These attacks are too coordinated and too complex to be the work of some creep.
You are a man of great ingenuity. At any rate, I am extreme...
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything?
Now that the Admiral has forgiven you, do you intend to set sail again?
Without a doubt, but do not worry. I will not leave you before I find out where our story leads.
I hope that once this is all over, I will get to...
I hope so too. To be truthful, I'd rather not leave these shores. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
De Sardet, I would like to go to Kurganau, but they call it a danger.
Very well. Understand?
Thank you, De Sardet. I knew... We must help these young people or they will be killed.
Hold on! Help is on its way! You were lucky.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought...
Oi!
Oh no!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this young woman does not...
And we're too far from the village to...
I know a potion that will erase the effect.
I have a vial of it in my bag. Thank you. Truly the best. Here, drink the...
Don't worry. It'll heal.
You can trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Morian, what do you feel?
Why?
She is saved. You made the trees always bear fruits on your journey.
It was nothing.
You are different from other Renaigse. You know the
We came to study this place. The carvings in particular.
This is one of our places of ritual. A place of connection.
I seek to understand the mechanisms of your transformations. I think these...
You seek the secrets of the Donegada. You should speak with our master.
Yes, his name is Dunkas. He is also our Donegad. Here is someone who should be able to answer all your... Let us go then. We will have time to discuss on the way.
I have so many questions.
Bertir to ma, Donkas. These Renaigse saved my life.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle in Kerganau, and we were attacked. Morian was poisoned, and they gave her a potion.
Really? We are not yet used to the Renaigse doing something without expecting something in return. You should go and meditate now. I have to talk to them.
They are different from the others. Oh, I'm sure of it.
I hear your gratitude, Morian. It honors you. Now go. Leave us. Here you are again, Renaigse. Thank you for saving Morian. It was a kind gesture.
Please. We couldn't let her die without doing anything.
This feeling brings you honor. But what were you doing near our sacred circle in Kerganau?
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to study the circle to better understand your culture.
Loyans always want the same thing. They covet our secrets to better steal our land, to better hurt our children.
Calm now. Perhaps this lioness is different from the others. Maybe we were wrong about them too.
I'm not trying to conquer your island, let alone hurt anyone. I just want to know.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring peace, but to which I cannot answer alone. I cannot reveal such secrets without seeking advice from the other Donegada. But in order to thank you for saving one of our daughters, stay with us tonight. Eat and celebrate life. Maybe by sharing this joyous moment, you will learn something.
We accept your invitation. Isn't that right, Desade?
Of course. Thank you for welcoming us, Dunkas.
What brings you here?
What can you tell me about your clan?
We are the best. Is there?
What do you think of this?
Is there?
Tell me about...
But is there any?
I must leave.
What? What brings you here, Onalmana?
I must leave.
Qua awalum.
I'm sorry. You look disappointed.
I did not expect your Donegad to reveal all its secrets to us, but
Perhaps you should be patient. It takes years to understand the mysteries of the Donegada. And since you are staying with us tonight, it will be an opportunity to continue learning.
that's what I hope.
Thank you for welcoming us tonight. We had a good time.
Yes. It was very enlightening.
We are glad that you stayed with us. We too have learned from you.
Your face brims with thoughts, Afra. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Probably just tiredness.
We should all rest. It has been a long day. May your dreams be wonderful.
Good night.
May the moon watch over your dreams.
Is something wrong?
Dunkus wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw one of the elders sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something from us?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their knowledge with us, let's try to follow them.
I don't like it one bit, Afra. If the elders and Dunkas are gone, then we have no right to follow them.
In that case, why don't you explain where the transformation comes from?
It's not something that can be explained that easily. You have to believe to understand. You are not capable.
I see. So we will discreetly follow these people, since this is the price of knowing. Here they are. Let's try not to be detected. Too late. They've gone. What are we going to do?
This trail only seems to go in one direction. Let's follow it anyway.
I hear something.
We found them. Let's be as discreet as possible. They are below.
Get down or we'll be seen.
Someone is listening to us. Whoever you are, come out of the shadows. Hiding is futile.
Forgive us. We did not intend to interrupt you.
Approach, Renaixi. Why are you here?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
We need answers, so we followed your elders.
I never thought I would see you like this, hiding in the bushes, spying on your elders, daughter of Vladimir.
I'm the one who brought her here. She didn't want to follow you, but she refused to tell me what I need to know.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat. And be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth. Because the wind has changed.
Close to us, Arwechnis Diri.
You were right. Johan is ready. Morian's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is hers. One cannot progress without the other. She will have to bring him to the Cave of Knowledge. This will be his last trial before creating the bond.
May their path be gentle and shielded. As for me, I hear the call ever louder, Dunkas.
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond just like each of us. But it's not yet time for you to join in on Milfrichtemen. So, Afra, are you satisfied with what you saw?
It was informative, although it's not what I expected. Thank you, Dunkas. This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like they really heard voices in the wind.
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that they end up hearing or seeing what they hope for.
Have you learned what you wanted to?
What they said about these young people we helped out, about the fact they were ready to bind themselves. We have a unique opportunity of seeing a transformation with our very own eyes.
But we can't follow them wherever they go.
No, of course not. I must think on it. Come back and talk to me later. Desade, can I do anything for you?
What did you think about that moment next to...
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest.
It was peculiar and mysterious. However, it seems to me that we learned a few...
This is true. In my opinion, knowledge... But your attitude is wiser. I will ponder the question. Anything else?
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group. It was more of a competition.
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't even know if they would have... You would not believe how much competition there is in the universities.
I think it's a pity. It seems to me that...
That is true, but I did not know it back then. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Oi, Toig! I have... Do you want to try? Qua Walemsek.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
My dear child.
I'll see you later.
Take care.
Desade, glad to see that resentment didn't prevent your cousin. I must admit that I had...
I'm here to listen to what you have to say. So, your emissary told us that Hick...
It's true. Enraged beasts are... My men are tiring themselves out, killing them. If nothing is done, they'll eventually break through our defense.
San Mateo suffered... The beasts were led by a creature. Some sort of Nardaik. Maybe it's sending creatures here as well. But I killed it. So
They haven't. San Mateus is far from here. I'm convinced that these rebel savages, they must believe that the Alliance... I sent a scouting party to find out where they are hiding, but I haven't heard from them since. I'm not used to
Do you know which way they went?
No. Officer Rainhill, she'll be able to tell you.
Very well, Commander.
Anything else?
I must go.
Naturally.
You managed to make it through.
Yes, we fought and defeated them.
My men are exhausted. Our situation... I don't suppose I'm...
Actually, that is why we're here. Your commander...
And I hope that it looks like all... But you wanted to ask me something.
As I said, the commander sent...
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I... You have to understand that those who... Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, so you can go and tell the government...
I understand that your situation is desperate, but it's not simply about me saving a few men. It's about, by getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You're right. I'm sorry, these attacks have made me lose my nerve. They went towards the west, where the rebels are most numerous.
Are you talking about the...
If you like. The governor is certain that these... So I sent my men to find... This isn't the first time that we've tried to find...
I see.
Well, good luck. And if my men are alive...
You can count on me. Could you tell me again what it is?
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and med... If you can bring it to me...
Do you know where this material...
From your city, New Serene. The caravan transport... It must have been attacked.
Very well.
The three of you, please, hurry.
We're departing right away. I must go.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Soldiers.
Yes, Your Excellency.
We're ready to leave as soon as you wish.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We'll follow you. Here, there are tracks of a heavy carriage. They must belong to our caravan.
Let's take a closer look. This looks like the place the carriage left the road.
They must have tried to escape them by...
Let's follow them.
I hope that those who are accompanying the caravan are still alive.
You have witnessed the violence of the
They're all dead.
But the cargo is still here, and it looks like it's in good...
As for the carriage, do any of you know how to fix it?
There's a lot of work, but...
The beasts may come back...
I'm starting right away.
And don't worry.
There. I did what...
And now we'll have to drag it all the way...
Let's depart before more beasts arrive.
Here you are. I don't know. With this ammunition, we'll be...
It wasn't an easy task, so I'm pleased that all this...
Here, take this. This is all I can offer to thank you, but I give it gladly.
Thank you, Captain. I must go. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Who are you?
Are you the scout sent by the governor?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you and asked me to find you. He wants me to help him put an end to the attacks.
Yes. A camp of rebel savages. We suspected there was one around here, and we finally found it. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. And these barbarians.
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp. I'll go talk...
You knew of this camp? These savages are... Why didn't you inform the governor?
Because I'm a diplomat, not a scout. You should go back to the outpost now. I'll take care of all this. I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that Hikmed and its outposts have been sustaining. They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts. Dozens of them.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse? That's...
What do you mean?
They even throw themselves at the camp's defense.
A similar thing was happening west of the island. The animals were being led by some sort of guardian. It resembled a Nardaig Mnemen, but its skin was black and covered in ulcers.
I have never seen a guardian that fits the description you've given. I don't think they exist.
Could it...
You're a typical Renaigse. None of our people would make a Nardaig suffer, even if their heart was black.
And yet someone or something is making the beasts aggressive here as...
We? Do you want...
Why shouldn't we? Don't you want this to stop too?
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed! He is attacking our own!
What? Come! You fought bravely, and you did what you had to do. Our Guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other Guardian I told you about. As if they had the same
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last. The attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaigse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
Right, and then we heard cries. And saw the giant creature, and we realized that it was this creature who was leading the...
And you discovered that we weren't.
Yes.
Then, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader...
You. Are you prepared to swear that you...
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so...
I hope that they will be true to... Fine.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Direct. Now, let's go tell the governor of Hikmet about this Guardian.
Qua awalem seg Renaigse.
I suppose that you've been informed?
Yes. I was told that the attacks had stopped.
No. The Danae Exregau were being... and they were as surprised as I was to see that the beasts were answering the call. He seemed to be afflicted by the same disease as the one who led the attack.
Either way, the Guardians are creatures of the island. The rebels may not be involved in these attacks, but that doesn't mean that
The natives knew it and said that it was transformed. It looked sick. Someone else must be responsible for these attacks.
Knowing you, you will eventually find out. And I hope you... In the meantime, please take this as a token. I now realize that I should never have acted again.
Thank you, Commander. I will...
Anything else?
I must go.
Naturally.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. I could probably go. Don't you want to?
You're right, Afra.
Thank you, Desade. Our new friends will...
We are happy to see you again.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you.
Of course.
When we participated in the Dunkus meditation...
And you want to see it? It is a very sacred place. Only those...
That's right, Year One. But they...
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred...
Dunkus will never do such a thing.
You're probably right.
Look for the ant, but you will have to discover the rest.
Thank you, Morian. And...
Oi, Toig! Do you want to try? Kwawalemsek.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around.
This stone and this door remind me...
You're right. We'll probably...
But we don't know which.
If this savage spoke the truth, we'll be rich soon. Hey! What are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first, so I suggest you disappear.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. Then we don't want any trouble. We also are, explorers.
Really? And you found one near...
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful.
And how do you plan on entering?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance.
I see. Very subtle.
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seed. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here...
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk. When the Islanders clan notice his disappearance, you can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah. With the time it'll take to craft enough... Never mind, guys!
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place this...
The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And what...
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the...
Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the Islanders. Where are you going? We must leave before they discover our... Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the Islanders.
Esco halen. Esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem. Avenundanum.
Mach, es boglen daiga ni dau. A yigi dames etier como...
Cair to, Morian. Ages radaida...
Cauden nes greta com... Abudantadabem me en...
The paintings in the cave were... It is obvious that they depict the bonding. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the...
I'm not really sure if I follow.
And yet it's clear to see. The island... But there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual.
How will we know when it...
Dunkus said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. What do you say?
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the...
You again?
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have...
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flat. You can attend the ritual, but promise me, no Renaigse ever had...
We will do everything in our power to prove our... How are you?
Impatient, yes, and...
It's only natural to be, but I will be by your side.
I cannot wait for the ritual to begin.
Times really must... These are very different.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded. You should be proud and happy about it. It is...
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra. But...
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready...
Ruich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
Meneda, Meneda. You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegad.
Thank you, Donkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack. Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. I am infinitely grateful.
Indeed. These people were I recognized some of...
Really? Did they belong...
No. They were... I was his student for a long time before I realized... He was so obsessed with his goals, but I can't believe he'd go as far as...
You think that the Onolmanawi are used for
Now that I have seen these soldiers, and I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious... I am so ashamed...
Come now. Shame serves no purpose.
Thank you, Dunkus. Desade, can I do anything?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal. It was...
It was a moving moment indeed. And I was happy to be able to share it with you.
I am also happy I have found someone to share these discoveries with. When I'm with you, I feel as if I'm learning differently, feeling new things, and I'm very grateful to you for that. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
This ritual made me understand the power of... This new vision gives me new perspectives.
I hope I'll be lucky enough to be by your side.
We share amazing memories now. A bond has been created between us, and I can't imagine this new life without you. Anything else?
What do you think of the love that unites those young people? It really seems...
It's true. I don't think I've ever stumbled upon two people that were so close to one another. On the continent, where everything is political...
Do you ever think that you could become that close?
To be honest, no.
What about now?
I do not like to lose myself in... But for some time now, I've begun to think that's anything else.
I must leave you.
Karans, do you...
I'm sorry about what happened to your mother.
Unwell? I blame myself for not having been.
I understand. My mother had the Malachor. And yet I had to leave her behind as she was at death's door. I can't help thinking that I should have stayed by her side. Just like you.
And you could not have done anything to save her, either. Thank you. Anything else?
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps? Whom you can talk to in this trying...
I usually confide in my sister, but she's suffering. And I think she resents me for not having been...
I know we've only known each other for a little while, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Thank you, Anal Manawi. You are a good person. And I'm glad that you... Anything else?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her belief.
I understand. However, couldn't she have renounced it in the hope...
Perhaps. But she knew us just as well as we knew her. And she knew that we'd rather die in battle. Anything else?
What do you intend to do now? Will you become the Dunegad?
I will most likely do it, but not now. I still...
I'm very glad to be able to enjoy your presence a while longer.
Thank you for your kindness, Anal Manawi. I am also happy to be with you too. Anything else?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact when we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were...
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it's the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything else?
I've never heard you talk about your...
He was the Donegad of Abad. This memory is still...
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions. My mother never really recovered from it. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do anything?
I must leave you.
My dear child, what...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care.
Glad to see you, Can I do anything?
I must leave you. Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see...
We managed to solve the problem of the...
Really?
The city and its outposts were continuously... These beasts were led by a large creature that
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I have never seen anything... And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation.
Of course. Don't tell me that a god...
Yes. The governor was convinced that And yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side. That time it was a Nardai Glenderman. But it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them
So... it would be some... I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done. By eliminating those...
Perhaps. But I'm certain that these beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't...
You're exaggerating, dear cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated...
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that some...
Do you really believe that a Donegad would want to take over? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, dear.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal... Don't be concerned. There's absolutely... Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really... See you later.
But why would he leave like that?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness...
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently...
Recently? You mean this isn't the first... You better tell me everything.
But I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every...
And it didn't occur to anyone that
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us...
And where does he go? I thought that...
He doesn't go to tavern.
Where could he go outside this?
I've no idea. We saw him going north.
Listen, I understand you were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but Constantine is not just my governor. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when... So, if you know any...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. I hope you find his...
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Ever since he became Onol Manawi, he has become even...
Locked.
Easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
May the trees on your road always...
Thanks.
These animals were strange, as if they were in...
I'm glad I could help you. I'm looking for a young man.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his...
He's talking about the crazy Don...
Indeed. That might be him.
No. We see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's...
He walks along the path, often followed by some beast.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He's scared...
And you do well to hide. I think he... Do you have any idea how I could figure out where...
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by and could follow...
You're right. If you take this path to the... You can hide there. And from up...
Thank you. You've been a great...
Be prudent, Honor.
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awala.
We can't be seen from the path.
Look, he's coming.
He opened the passage for himself here. Let's follow him, quick.
Constantine, what are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. The temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill him for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself. He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
haunt you. You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants: eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, and now it's my heart. You must.
It is madness.
The consequence of his folly. Stop him.
I still can't believe...
I understand what not. Enon.
We must learn more if we want to understand this hiding place he was talking about.
Your cousin's insane, but he's not an idiot. He must have warned his personal guard about us.
You're right.
Being careful will not be enough.
It's true that at the rate he's gathered, natives will like... The idea disgusts me to ask for help from that fight. And we could also... What an absurd... But not here. Let us go.